Amazon's Alexa team is the latest tech company unit to face mass layoffs. According to a report from Business Insider, the voice-controlled virtual assistant and other hardware devices are on track to lose $10 billion this year. Now, to help break down what's going on at the tech giant, I'm bringing in Eugene Kim. He is the chief tech correspondent at Insider. All right, Eugene, good morning. This is an interesting development here because I feel like Alexa is one of those things that's been so ubiquitous. But tell us about what's going on behind the scenes. What do these layoffs tell us about the goals or direction of Amazon going forward?
Yeah, so Amazon is basically scaling back its Alexa business. In the past 4 or 5 years, Amazon invested heavily in its voice technology business, hired 10,000 people at one point. But now it seems like they've come to the realization that they may have overexpanded, overinvested, and they were overly optimistic about this business. And, so they, as part of a major cost-cutting tour, they're laying off people, they're shutting down multiple programs, and it seems like Alexa is one of the main targets for that.
So then what does that mean, Eugene, for Alexa products and customers?
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, Amazon said publicly that they will continue to invest in Alexa. So it's not like they're shutting it down, but it's kind of like the company going back to the drawing board. They want to reassess the priorities and reevaluate where they want to go with Alexa. The engagement is there. The people love using Alexa, but they haven't been able to build a very sustainable business model around it. And so it's been losing a lot of money, billions of dollars a year. And now the team is trying to be a little more selective and conservative in how they invest money in it.
You know, this has been such a bumpy ride for tech companies, as we've seen. Amazon has told laid off employees that they have 60 days, essentially, to find another position internally. So is that actually happening? And where are all of these laid off tech employees going?
Yeah, I mean, with Amazon, they haven't been the most transparent in their process so far. So a lot of it remains to be seen. It's kind of unclear. But what we do know is that Amazon expects to lay off up to 10,000 people, which is the company's, it would be the largest in company history. And, we're seeing this across the industry. It's kind of unprecedented. In the past 7, 8 years I covered the industry, I haven't seen anything like this. And for Amazon employees, there's just a lot of anxiety. There haven't been a lot of communication from the company. So people are even asking me about some, more details about the layoffs. But at this point, it's really just wait and see mode.
Yeah, I mean, Eugene, so then what's going on more broadly in the industry, right? Because we've been following layoffs at Twitter for a while and Amazon and other tech companies making cuts. I mean, what's behind this industry shift, and does it show any sign of slowing down?
Yeah, in Amazon's case, they've seen exponential growth during the pandemic. So during the 2-year pandemic, they doubled in size and, invested heavily in expanding. Now that growth, the kind of pandemic-driven growth is slowing down, and add that to the kind of worsening economic climate. Amazon and all these tech companies are just bracing for the worst, and that means they're trimming the fat. They're cutting back a lot of projects they invested in, things that are not returning, financial benefits. Then a lot of them are getting axed. So across the industry, there's just a lot of concerns and anxiety.
Yeah, tough times in many sectors, including tech. Eugene Kim, Eugene, thanks so much.
Thank you.